Okay guys, here we are for round 4 of the Power 9 challenge. And I'm playing against itilgor, and I've never heard of itilgor before. This hand is very mediocre. We've got a turn 1 sphere, turn 2 sphere. I think we'll keep it. I think if our opponent's playing dredge, this is a bad hand, but other than that, I feel like it's something we're going to keep. So he sticks on a 6. Oh, he must be on dredge. He's passing. Yeah. Okay. If he's on dredge, what if he is on dredge? Who else does that other than dredge, pass a turn? If it is dredge, I think it's bad for us to play a sphere because it slows us down from casting a lodestone golem. But what if he's mulliganed and he's kept a hand of, oh, I don't know. Like, what else could this be other than dredge? Okay, I'm going to play the sphere here, hedge my bets. I'm one other land off from casting a lodestone and another sol land from casting a Forge Master. Let's see what happens here. If it passes here, I feel like it's dredge. The only other thing that could have happened is our opponent didn't realize they were on the play and they just passed the turn. At which point I would feel, oh, wow. Well, that is what happened. Okay. Jeez. Certainly glad we played the sphere. I'm not sure what we're up against here, but play Tangle Wire. Tangle Wire is going to slow him down quite a bit here, I think. Let's do that. That was very fortuitous that that happened. It was extremely confusing that that an opponent would just pass their turn to me without playing anything. And dredge will do that sometimes, but not usually in vintage dredge. Okay, our opponent did not play a land or a spell there. Something to definitely take note of. We're getting full value here out of our Is that a lodestone? This is my opportunity to get the Forge Master in. Yeah, I'm going to do the Forge Master here, guys. I just feel like it's the best play. And if he misses on land here, I'll feel great about it. Okay. We are going to definitely wasteland here. costs me 5. I've got 2 mana left. Can only cast 1. So I'd have to sacrifice something else here. So this will cost me 3. The other sphere will cost me 4. Yeah. 3 and 3. Yeah. So let's wasteland. I will choose the Lotus because I feel it's the most dangerous. And what we're going to go and get is a Steel Hellkite. He's winning flips, I'll give him that. No, I don't think there's any human way that our opponent can get out of this. Now, I'm not sure what our opponent's playing, of course. Could be any number of things, but I wonder if it's Storm. You know, it's one of these things. How much do you hedge your bets, not really knowing what your opponent is playing? It could be just a number of different things. But Mana Crypt is usually a card that you see in Storm, not in like Grixis type builds. So I am going to hedge my bets here that he's playing Storm. I'm going to take out Duplicant. I still have the Metamorph here. Probably Triskelion is not great. If it's Storm, I mean, Leyline of the Void is okay, and so is Graph Diggers, but I'm not crazy about it. Particularly because it shuts off my Forge Master. Or at least for getting creatures. Do we want Graph Digger's Cage? That's what I'm thinking about. I think no. Let's go in here and see how this goes. Okay, good hand. So what our turn 1 play is likely going to be is a Workshop into a Sphere of Resistance. There is merit to playing an Ancient Tomb into a Sphere of Resistance, not really knowing what we're playing against, but taking 2 damage against Storm is not insignificant, and hopefully we don't get Cabal Therapy. Okay, that's just fine. Another thing to take note of is that Adrian Becker was an innovator of a Storm deck that was running 3 Wastelands and a Strip Mine in the sideboard, and what that was there for was strictly for the Workshop matchup. And you know, having played against Adrian a fair amount with that that build, it's pretty ugly when you get hit with a Wasteland and you're holding a Workshop only hand. So he puts on top, which I'm not thrilled about. Okay. Not happy to see that either. Okay, Revoker would be ideal. I'm going to just play a Trinisphere here. Trinisphere is a very powerful card, and we're going to play that out and hope that he does not have a Force of Will here, and that he doesn't have any other land, or Moxen for that matter. We'll follow up with probably a Tangle Wire. I'm not sure what this could be. Hopefully not a Jace. Oh, wow. Okay. That's, he's really taking some damage here. Now, where we've got to watch is we don't want to tap our Tangle Wire down here. Or our Trinisphere. So not an earth-shattering play, but it's reasonable nonetheless. And if he has no permanents here, like no land, then this is obviously very strong. If he has a, well, it's still strong, but if he has a land, it's not as exciting for us. And of course, outside of drawing a workshop here, this is not exciting play for us this turn. Black Lotus is great though. Further down the road. So he is out over top of our Trinisphere here now. And I think I want to get a Steel Hellkite going here, or a Forge Master. He's down to 11. He's really got a lot of land, which is quite good against us here. What we don't want to see is a Tinker into something like a Blightsteel Colossus. That would be pretty ugly for us, which you won't be doing here. Maybe just see a Mox or something come down. Dark Ritual, whoa. Necropotence, okay. That's really, really dangerous for our opponent to be doing that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to play another Sphere here. And if he goes down to +3, and say that was dangerous of our opponent to do that. Now he's lost his draw step, and he's got a Mana Crypt going. So he's kind of got to go off on us. So we did choose right here. I think we got to give ourselves some kudos for that. That in the sense he is playing Storm. And taking his Mana Crypt away here is quite solid, I would say. Okay, so we have 6 mana. And so I can cast Sphere of Resistance and I can cast Phyrexian Revoker. Seems good to me. Let's do it on Horror. Not that he can counter anything here, but like taking away his Mana Crypt here is not insignificant. And then adding a Sphere to the mix is also pretty good. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. You know, my opponent, yes, has a mitt full of cards, but he does have an active Mana Crypt here, and he only has the ability to cast 1 spell. So let's see what happens here. And he's got to tap down another land as well as under the tangle wire. All right, so he's down to 2 life here. And we can kill him with the Revoker here on attack back. So I guess technically he could cast a Hurkyl's Recall on us. He has the mana for it. But that's all he can do. Well, I shouldn't say that. Because if he can Hurk us and he's got a land and he's got a bunch of Moxes or whatever he can storm out on us, he could storm out. But he'd have to have just the right stuff in hand. So that's maybe what's happening. Time Walk, okay. So now he's dead to Time Walk, or Mana Crypt. Probably should draw a card, because he's dead either way. But still has to contest with Tangle Wire. All right, we will take that, guys.